The state of our nation is in crisis. People have come to the place where they don't care anymore. Our belief system has been desecrated to the lowest point ever. Society has us over for dinner and fed us lies and indecent proposals. And not only have we stuffed ourselves silly, we've even licked our plates. Most politicians make admissions of new conditions, but in true tradition, they seem to keep making the same lame decisions. God, are you listening? Babies are having babies. The economy's down greatly. People are dying daily without ever taking the time to get to know you. We put more emphasis on getting rich than getting right. Our fight has not been to challenge the things that oppress us, but beat upon the people that second guess us. We start wars on intimidation, engage in battles we don't understand, all the while our children have lost their love for learning. Dropping out of school has rapidly become a new culture where our parents sit idly by and pretend it's not happening. Fathers have stepped down from the rightful place in the family and given their position over to chance, his brother Gamble, their cousin perhaps, and their best friend maybe, and still expect things to turn out okay. God, are you listening? Instead of being the haven that people run to in time of trouble, some of our churches have become a social gathering of religious misfits and carnal imposters whose primary agenda is to wreak havoc, bring discord, and challenge leadership. Instead of winning souls, they're losing their balance. Instead of making disciples, they're making their eyes closed and forsaking these lost souls and taking the high road, which is breaking the command code. Sunday mornings, they come to be seen and heard and admired and congratulated on things that have nothing to do with the kingdom or everlasting life. Their actions are careless. Their praises are selfish. Their motives, hellish. They still get jealous when someone's needs are met before theirs. They've taken Jesus so far out of the equation that Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton couldn't even figure it out. So many preachers are afraid to speak the truth. And the gospel has become so watered down that if you poured it into a shot glass and took it straight 10 times, you still couldn't get drunk in the spirit. I still continue to make mistakes. I still have bouts of disobedience. I sometimes feel I'm not worthy to be called a son. I allow the pressures of life to weigh me down because of the amnesia I've developed in knowing who my father is. Yes, I've encountered life, but death is still knocking at my door, and while that opening is shut tight, the devil is still trying to pick the lock. Please, God, are you listening? You inspired some men in your words of advice in a book produced a long time ago, and in it you said things like, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. I look to the hills from which cometh my help. My help comes from you. So God, I really know you're listening. I know with you there's nothing too far or too hard, so I can just let down my guard and allow you to upgrade me. Replace the image of me with the image of you. Perform open heart surgery so I can have an open heart. Producing me your likeness so I can like less the things that are not like you. God, I stand here humble and ready for what I've in store for me, for I know it would surpass anything I can think to do for myself. You said my ladder would be greater, so I'm gonna take that ladder of success and scale it with such vigor that it make a rock climber jealous, and Mount Everest will look just like a speed bump adjacent to my faith. So with that being said, and with all that I've been through, I stand before you saying, God, your servant is at this present moment listening.